It's Steve from Machete Squad. I know it's you, motherfucker.
What's up, guys? How are we doing this afternoon? We're back here for more Cyrax nonsense. Cyrax did a live stream earlier this morning. Very, very upset about a lot of things. About William, about the APD refusing to help him, and about the fact that apparently the family van has been vandalized, guys. Has been vandalized by some no-good people out there in the city of Akron, and Cyrax is upset about it. So he raged out earlier today on stream. Oh, we already have two from Red. AI Rax is more coherent than the real one. Let's go. Exactly. Yes, he is. He is. Anyways, so he did a little live stream. Oh, sorry, 5 from Noel. I didn't know, so I know that Rax wasn't singing because the real Rax couldn't pronounce 98% of the stuff and we didn't start the fire. Yeah, he wouldn't even understand what half those references are. Anyways, so he did a live stream earlier today and then he immediately deleted it. So all we really have is a screen record of the stream in progress. So it starts about 2 minutes in and the audio's off sync the entire time, pretty much. But, who really cares about his video being syncing with his audio? Only cares about his raging out. His raging out is the only thing that matters. So we have a video from Cyrax raging out, guys. He's just spewing that rage at everyone he can muster it at, guys. So, let's, as always, guys. Hold on, where's my mouse? Where's my fucking mouse? There's my mouse. As always, guys, here's a fly. And let's check out Cyrax raging out, as we love to see him do.
Something, but my actions prove you wrong every single time. Well, it's funny, you sit there and try to contradict my videos like you're some sort of mastermind.
Yeah, no, William doesn't contradict his videos. William doesn't spend the time or energy to sit there and contradict his videos every time he makes another video whining. The only fool in the world who would spend their time doing that is Steve.
Homie, you ain't a mastermind. You know what you are, William? You're a bitch and a fucking cloud-chasing pussy. That's exactly what you fucking are, nigga.
Yeah, William is a clout-chasing pussy. says Cyraxx, the man who's been trying to chase clout on YouTube for the better part of a decade, try to attach himself to every big name YouTuber and try to clout chase off them. William is the real clout chaser here, guys.
Oh, no. It's all good, Daylon. It's all good, brother. Because what I'm about to do next after I'm done burying William, I'm about to expose Akron law enforcement. And I hope, as a matter of fact, I don't hope, I demand and I want the chief of Akron Police, the chief of the FBI, the chief of the detectives unit.
The chief of the police was already ridiculous, but then he has to throw the chief of the FBI and the chief of the detectives unit. You know, all three branches of law enforcement, according to Cyraxx. He needs to talk to the chief of all of them.
I want all of the heads of Akron law enforcement to see this. Because I'm about to expose every fucking body in this fucking live stream. William, what's funny to me, you stupid fuck, like I was saying, you say I'm doing shit, but yet my actions prove otherwise. Daylon here can tell you.
There he goes, as he always does. Hey, I got two people in my chat who will prop up my lies. That'll totally contradict the fact that I just got caught 3 weeks ago doing the thing I said I never do. I just got caught a couple months ago doing that again. I get caught doing that all the time. But hey, there's two people in chat who will definitely agree with my lies. So that means you don't have a case. You don't have a case, despite the fact he continually gets caught red-handed with his hand right in the cookie jar every couple of weeks.
I'm not doing the shit that you think I'm doing, you pussy-ass motherfucker. I ain't doing shit, nigga. It's funny, you sit here and you run your mouth like a bitch-ass fucking coward, bro. You're a clout-chasing little You're a pussy.
Yeah, William's the one who runs his mouth, as Cyraxx does hours and hours of videos nearly every day whining about William. Every day of his life is centered around making videos whining about William, and then he turns around and goes, William, all you do is run your mouth, as he again sits here running his mouth from the safety of his grandmother's attic.
You have no talent. You have no life skills. Your only talent that you have is stealing content from other motherfuckers like me. That's your fucking talent. You're a clout-chasing nobody, bro. You're a pussy. You ain't relevant without me, dog. I made you relevant. I own your bitch ass, bro. You belong to me. I own you, William Glory Hole.
And yet when Marty made that same argument about you, how you were nowhere without him making you relevant, how you had 2 viewers or 3 viewers and 2 of them were Marty. You go, that doesn't matter, I'm amazing. And then you turn around and make the exact same argument about William. Because you're a little boy who lives in a world of delusions, who can only say things that have been said to you before, because trying to come up with an original thought is just too much effort for you.
You are my bitch, my property. I can do with you whatever the fuck I want, motherfucker. And here's why I can say that. Because without me, you have no relevancy. I am the most relevant thing on YouTube, bro.
Yeah, he's the most relevant thing on YouTube. I think he really believes that simply because William had a stream with 1,500 people watching him because they adore William, that means that he's now relevant. He's the most relevant thing on YouTube. First of all, 1,500 isn't even the largest stream on YouTube. It's just wild numbers that Cyrax could never attain, so he's absolutely jealous, and he convinces himself that now he's famous, and that if he did his own stream, if the trolls just left him alone, he would have 1,500 people watching him, because he's a delusional little boy. 2 from Twisted Fister. Rax is reciting what Steve said. LOL. Yeah, he is. He's actually. It doesn't matter. Yeah, he watches Steve, gets mad at what Steve says, and then turns around and said, "William, how dare you say these things about me? He's an idiot."
I am bigger than fucking PewDiePie at this point, bro. My name is known world fucking wide, dog. But yet, you think people disrespect me? You think they don't respect me?
No one respects you, Cyrax. You're a little goober in your grandmother's attic. You don't have any money, any talent, any fans, any friends, any material possessions, anything to your name. Why would anyone bother to respect a little boy who lives in his grandma's attic, who spends his life into his 30s lying to the world about how great and talented and famous he is? Why would anybody waste a second of time respecting this?
Bitch, get the fuck out of here, bro. I have fans all over the motherfucking world that respect me and what I'm doing, bro. I have fans all over the motherfucking world that respect me. And I'll tell you right now, William, if you don't shut that goddamn hole in your face, someone's gonna come along and they're gonna shut that hole in your face for you.
Yeah, the big Cyrax gotcha. Well, you know, someone else might not like it, and they might be mean to you, just like you're mean to me. And, you know, when that happens, you're not going to be prepared for that. It's a great gotcha, Cyrax. It's a great gotcha. Again, hoping the world solves his problems for him instead of standing up like a man and solving his own goddamn problems.
Okay, you know what's funny about you, William? You think you can run and hide for the rest of your motherfucking life, bro?
William never runs and hides. William has never ran and hid from you. You literally run and hide from him all the time. You delete channels, you try to delete videos, you try to make new channels and not tell anyone, hoping William doesn't find it. You join his panel, and the second he tries to talk to you and give you evidence and facts about what you are and what you do, you run away from his panel. And then you turn around and go, "William, you can't run from me," as you spend your entire life trying to run from William.
You think you can run and hide. You think you can run and hide. But you can't. Not forever. You can't run and hide forever, William. Because eventually, you will get found the fuck out. You will get found out, William.
Yeah, by the way, I had to cut a lot of stuff out. I had to cut a lot of stuff out because he was on his own tip. He was on his own tip saying everything horrible. That is why he deleted this stream. But don't worry, Steve sanitized it for YouTube. It is 100% safe for YouTube after Steve had to cut out so much out of this. 2 from Charlie Girl, just because I like you. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate that.
See, that's your problem, William. You think you're untouchable, nigga. But you ain't untouchable. The only reason why you're untouchable right now is because I don't have your information. But trust and believe, little boy, eventually I will have that information.
Amazing from Cyraxx, and he's gonna do this a lot during this video. Say something and then immediately contradict himself. You're not untouchable. The only reason you're untouchable is because I don't know anything about you. Okay, so he is untouchable because you don't know anything about him. Amazing, good job for you. 2 from Dead Art. Steve doing the Lord's work. Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
I will have that shit. I will.
He's gonna call the police again. Just like he did on Marty, and they're gonna say the same thing. We can't do anything. Call the police in his area and try to make it their problem because we don't care about you, Cyraxx.
Have your real ass information here very fucking soon.
Very soon.
And when I do, it's game over for you, kid. I promise you that.
Game over.
See, the only reason why you talk shit on me is because you know I'm right about everything I say about you.
Yeah, I believe that that's the reason why he made this video, was because they tried to call the police and the police were like, we're not coming by there anymore, we're done with that. So Sally and Ed had to go to the police station this morning to file a police report. And Cyraxx, in his infinite genius, goes, ooh, my parents are out of the house. I'll make a video inciting the trolls and causing more problems for the entire family because they're not there to watch me. They're not there to watch over me and stop me from getting into trouble. So as soon as they leave the house, I'm gonna get into trouble. And that's exactly what he does. And then he deletes it. Like, he's gonna hide what he just did from the world and no one's gonna know. Like the little lying, thieving sneak he is.
Everything I say about you is correct.
2 from Zork. After 9 years in high school, he should be smarter. Yeah, that's kind of, isn't that like a funny, what do you call it? Like an oxymoron, contradiction, something. Someone who spends more time in high school knows less than everybody else in the world. You think it would be the more time you spend in school, you would be, nope. If you said the more time you spend in high school, the less you know. It's amazing.
You ain't nothing but a cloud chasing little phony fuckboy, William Glory Hole. That's all the fuck you are. I made you relevant. Just like I made Music Biz Marty relevant. And it's funny, you sit there and say, oh, you never had a life before me. Nigga, yes the fuck I did.
Like, again. He's watching Steve. And what Steve says about him. No, Cyraxx, you didn't have a life before the trolls. I said yesterday you spent like a year between high school and getting into it with Marty, where you pretended to have a normal life, where you screwed around on Facebook all day because Sally didn't make you a job. But you turn around and you go, William, how could you say that about me? It's ridiculous. And William is everything to you. William is the center of your world. You just assume everything comes from William. William is feeding Steve scripts to say about Cyraxx. 5 from Peanut Mama. His delusions are getting worse. At this point, he needs the hug me jacket, safety helmet, and a padded room. Put him in and lose the keys forever. Exactly. Yeah, he needs to be in a mental institution. He's insane.
I had more of a life then than I do now. The only reason why I lost out on my life is because you decided to rip away 7 years of my fucking life. Because you wanted a target. You wanted to fuck around and be Mr. Billy Badass. That's all it is. You wanted to be the next Music Biz Marty. Well, let me clue you in, homeboy. You ain't ever gonna be the next Music Biz Marty. You're a second-rate, washed-up has-been.
And yet somehow, in like 6 months, you have transferred all your rage, all your projection, all your hatred, everything in the world has transferred from Marty directly to William. William now is the cause of everything for years now. It's always been William. So you're sitting here saying he'll never be Marty while treating him exactly like Marty. I mean, you might as well just call him Marty 2.0. That's
all you're ever gonna be is a nobody. Cause little bitches like you, William Glory Hole, you don't fucking last. You don't last forever. You think you do, but fuck you, man. You don't last forever. See, the only reason why you gotten away with this shit for so long like you did, William, is because of the fact that ain't nobody stood up to you the way that I'm doing.
Yeah, the way he is doing right now. This right here is the key to solving all his problems. Whining in his grandma's attic on a, what is today? Tuesday morning, on a Tuesday morning, because his parents left for an hour and he could whine without getting in trouble. This is the solution to all Cyrax's problems. No one has ever tried this. This is what's gonna do it, guys. 5 from Noel. Steve's aura is way too powerful for Cyrax. Like a steamroller to an ant. Yeah, I know it is. He just can't stand up to me. 5 from Red. I have a feeling that the van got vandalized just from the neighborhood being so bad, and he's just trying to rope the trolls into it. No, it got vandalized in a very, very specific way. That intro song was kind of a little hint at what happened to the car. If you didn't know, the little intro song from Billy Joel, that was a little hint on what happened to the car, guys.
The only reason why you gotten away with victimizing motherfuckers is cause ain't nobody stood up to your bitch ass like I'm doing, nigga. I have no problem standing up to your fucking bitch ass, bro. I have zero problem standing up to you. See, your problem is this. You hire motherfuckers to do your dirty work for you. But every time people like Music Biz Marty called me out, when Big T called me out, when that pussy ass with that sign showed up outside my house, I stood on business.
Yeah, again, the genius Cyrax thinks the solution to all his problems is, again, to invite people to come to his house and fight, despite the fact that Sally has told him to please stop doing that. The police have told him, Cyrax, you need to stop doing that. Everyone on the internet has advised Cyrax, you need to stop inviting people to your house to fight. Not only is that stupid, wildly stupid to do, to just put out a blanket thing on the internet to say, hey, everybody come to my house to face me, is that wildly foolish to do, but it is potentially illegal, and it's also something you can't stand up to because you're a 4'3", 100-pound, 12-year-old girl. So you need to stop doing that. You really need to stop inviting people to come to your house. 2 from Charlie Girl, are you going to show the car? No, I don't have pictures of the car. But he'll tell us, guys. He'll tell us. Don't worry.
I stood 10 toes down, ready to fucking throw down. Why? Because I ain't a bitch ass pussy like you, William. You ain't nothing but a punk. You made my life a living goddamn motherfucking hell for the last 7 fucking years. And it's about goddamn time I took back my life and you got what you deserve, which is being behind bars where you belong.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys are watching the actual video. It's getting off sync, and it's only gonna get worse off sync. But it'll be funny. It's like one of those silent movies, and Cyrax is just yelling in the background while a little clown dances around in front of the screen. Totally off sync, but it's still funny. But anyways.
Now, as for Akron law enforcement, what are you pig-ass bitches doing, huh? Y'all bitch-ass motherfuckers, see what the...
And then he's gonna turn his attention now to Akron law enforcement. Again, the best thing to do when hoping the trolls are stopped with legal means is to sit here yelling at the law enforcement in your area. That's the best thing as an edgy 14-year-old child, to sit here screaming at the APD for not doing exactly what you wanted. It's a good plan. 2 from Warren. Now where's Rax gonna live when Sally goes? Well, under the bridge. We all know he's gonna live under a bridge.
The fuck me and my family have been going through. We reach out to you motherfuckers over 113 times. 113 times my family has reached out for help.
He's getting really angry. 7 from Low H. Your turn, cutie. Exactly. This is what Cyrax's favorite line. And 2 from Hamburger Pimp. Go outside and talk like that, boy. Exactly. He would never. He's terrified of actual humans. 5 from Ghostbuster Fan. So all those times you sent Sally after Marty, was you standing up to them? Yeah, sure, Cyrax. Exactly. All those times he had Sally tell the bullies to go away, that was Cyrax standing up like a man.
But you lazy fucking pigs didn't do shit! Every time my family reached out to you guys locally, what'd you tell my family? Oh, unless something physical happens, there's nothing that can be done. That's a fucking lie!
No, that's not a lie. Unless something actually happens, nothing can be done. People being mean to you on the internet has never been a reason for police to send out the SWAT team to arrest people. You seem to be very confused about that your entire life. You seem to never understand, never be able to grasp the concept that people being mean to you online, not doing everything you want, not paying you money and treating you like a famous artist is not a reason to go have them arrested. Unless something, like the police said, physical happens, there's nothing they can do. And you sit here and whine. Well, I don't like that. Everything needs to change to help Cyrax be happy.
That is a fucking lie! My family's van got torched! Almost blown the fuck up yesterday!
Yeah, there it is, guys. There it is. He drops the bomb. He tells everybody, somebody vandalized the van yesterday. It's terrible. And Cyrax, the little idiot, who never paid a cent for that van, never helped maintain the van, would never help in any way, sits there and acts like the trolls did something to his property that he's gonna have to pay for. Meanwhile, something happened to Sally's property that Sally's gonna pay for, and Cyrax isn't gonna have to deal with it all. But he's sure as hell gonna sit here and make it seem like it's the biggest burden on his life that something happened that he won't even have to deal with. 5 from Peanut Mama. Rax being brave online, show up at my house and I'll kick your ass. Rax when someone shows up, mommy, I'm scared, protect me from the trolls. Exactly, that's exactly how that works every time, guys.
You guys decided to sit there and not do shit! You left my family abandoned! You abandoned my family when we needed help! You abandoned us! You sat there and mocked me!
Oh, did my internet just drop for a second? Guys? I think something. Okay, it's coming back now. 2 from Hamburger Pimp. That van was his inheritance. Yes, it was. It was his inheritance, guys, and now he's losing out.
Mocked my family! And you think you can touch me? Yeah, fucking right! You can't do shit! You can't do shit to me, motherfuckers! I can't be arrested! I am untouchable!
Yeah, again, Cyrax believes that he's untouchable. Simply, this is amazing Cyrax logic from the genius that is Cyrax. Because the police failed to arrest the bullies when Cyrax called the police and said, people on YouTube are being mean to me, and you need to arrest them, and the police didn't arrest everybody in the world. That means that now Cyrax can't ever be arrested. That is Cyrax's logic. That is something he wholeheartedly stands on. He believes he can't ever be arrested because the police didn't go immediately arrest all the bullies on YouTube. It's amazing logic. 2 from Alice Trips. Wow, he's going Super Goblin now. Yes, exactly. Super Goblin mode. 7 from Low H. Next Rax versus Sally MMA match when? It's coming. He's getting real worked up. He is not going to settle down anytime soon. 2 from Tiny Gray. We got to get him on panels now. I don't know who's doing a panel that would ever have Rax on anytime in the future, soon. But if it happens, I'm sure he'll be there. Because he's angry. And no, I'm not going to do it.
Because if you try to touch me, guess what? That's a lawsuit on you, motherfuckers! That's a massive lawsuit on you! You're fucking lazy!
Yeah, he thinks if they try to arrest him now for his many crimes, that he can just sue them and get out of it. He thinks he can sue them and get out of it, despite the fact he hasn't been able to sue anyone in the world ever in his life. Now he's gonna sue the Akron police if they ever try to arrest him for his many crimes. 2 from Hamburger Pimp. He's untouchable. That van damn sure wasn't. Yeah, that's true. That is true, guys. That is very true.
And to the chief of police, I don't mean no disrespect to you, cause I'm sure you don't know, but you're fucking
I don't mean any disrespect to you, the chief of police, as he says terrible things because he can't control himself. Yeah, he doesn't mean any disrespect to the chief of police. He's an amazingly smart man.
Police are a joke. They're a bunch of pussies that don't want to do paperwork. They'd rather be lazy as fuck. Instead of doing their job, they'd rather be lazy. So yeah, Akron PD, I'm calling all y'all out. Every single branch.
2 from Tiny... sorry, everything's moving. 2 from Tiny Gray. Wasn't William Gloryhole an APD officer? Actually, he was the chief of the APD. I believe he recently got promoted to state senator, and he's lieutenant governor in training. Yeah, no, but he was a police officer for a long time, and that's why the APD refuses to go after Cyrax, because they work for William. If you didn't know, they all work for William. Everyone knows that.
Come at me! Go ahead! Cause the minute you try, that's a lawsuit on you! Everything I've done, every illegal action I've taken has been because of your failure to do your job!
So he admits he's committed crimes. He just willingly admits he's committed crimes, but now thinks the best way to take care of that is to just blame the police. You didn't arrest people, so I committed crimes. Ipso facto, you can't ever arrest me. As he willingly admits that he's committed crimes over and over. He's a smart man. 5 from Rabid. It makes me happy knowing he obviously didn't sleep at all last night. I hope the stress keeps him awake for days. Hope you have insomnia, Chance. He probably does. He stress dreams all night because he's so worked up at William. In between the wet dreams. 5 from Warren. Connie better get them out of the house or she's gonna lose it. Yeah, she is. Wait, Connie. Oh. Yes. 2 from Tim plays guitar. He's going to be living in that van down by the river. Yeah, he is. He absolutely is.
And you had done your...
sorry, 2 from Edward. Somebody has had their cornflakes... Somebody has had their cornflakes this morning. Yes, they have. They have, absolutely, guys.
Job like you were supposed to in the very fucking beginning. None of this would have happened.
Yeah, exactly. If they just done their job and arrested all the bullies in the world, Cyrax would be a famous musician with a happy life, I'm sure. 5 from Philip. Rax's homeless arc will make Daniel Larson look like a Disney movie. That is absolutely true. That is deep and true, guys. It's gonna be, yeah, like Daniel Larson's homeless arc will look like Bambi's movie, and Cyrax's homeless arc will look like the worst scene in The Shining. You know, the bathroom scene with the old woman? That will be Cyrax's life. 2 from Low H, 279 from Low H. Public opinion on Sally. Everyone hates Sally. She's a failure of a mother because she raised this man on screen whining about trolls.
I wouldn't have had to go to the lengths that I went to protect my family. I wouldn't have had to whip my dick out and flash Marty just to get him shut down.
Yeah, now it's the APD's fault. Now it's the APD's fault that he pulled out his member on stream, on Marty's stream. It's now the APD's fault that he pulled his member out on stream. It's amazing. It's everyone's fault for the things he does, including pulling his own private parts out. Somehow, he finds the effort to blame someone else for that decision. How could that possibly be anyone else's fault? Him pulling out his own naughty bits for the camera, and he goes, "That's your fault I did that." How does that work? How does that work, Cyrax?
And guess what? I'm proud of what I did. Why? Because at least I stood up and I did what you failed to do.
So, everyone just take a second to really just let that soak in. Cyraxx is proud of doing. He just said he's proud of doing that. He's proud of pulling it out and waggling it on Marty's stream. He's proud of that. And he wonders why people think he's a creep, he's weird, he's a criminal, he should be arrested, because he's proud of doing that. 2 from Warren. I meant Karen, the landlady. Okay. Thank you. Anyways, 2 from Hamburger Pimp. Imagine all the toxic saliva he's spraying. Yeah, it's horrible. Like that scene with Newman in Jurassic Park.
You failed! Not just me! You failed countless others by allowing this to happen! You, Akron, you allowed this! You allowed my family to be attacked! You allowed my family to be tortured! Because of you, I have no life! You failed my family!
Yeah, now it is the police department's fault that he is 35 years old, sitting in his grandma's attic every day, not doing anything, doesn't have a job, doesn't have any money, has no talent, has no desire to even try to go out and get a job in his entire life. It's now Akron Police Department's fault that he's 35 years old and wasting his life doing nothing. He would be a famous celebrity if Akron Police would just arrest every mean person on the internet for Cyraxx. It's amazing how that's not working out so wonderfully for him.
You failed yourselves! You failed the chief of police!
2 from the dildo consequences. Oh, I think he's a bit angry. I think he is too. I think he's a little bit worked up, guys. I think he's just a little bit worked up.
You failed your own families! You failed the victims that are still out there being tortured by these criminals! You failed me! You let me down! You let my family down! You failed to uphold the laws that you guys are supposed to uphold!
Yeah, let's go with predictions now. I think later tonight, possibly real late tonight, really late tonight, he's going to make one of two videos. It'll either be another, I need help, I need everyone in the world to stand up with me and fight all these trolls because I can't do it alone anymore, or it'll be his weekly, I'm retiring from the internet, I can't stand it anymore, it's too much, I have to run away again. One of two things, but it's definitely going to happen, and it's definitely going to happen later tonight. That is Steve's prediction for today, guys. 5 from Whisper to Cult. He's gonna tucker himself. Gonna need a bottle and a nap. He absolutely will. He'll be sleeping till mid-afternoon.
You failed at your job. My family reached out to you, gave you all of the evidence that we fucking had. Every single bit of evidence that we fucking had. But yet, what did you do? You were lazy as fuck and didn't do shit. You didn't do a goddamn fucking thing. You sat there with your thumbs up your asses like ain't nothing going on. While these criminals are out here committing acts of violence against me and my family. While these people try to blow up my mom's vein. While these people actively try to terrorize my family. Online and in real life. So yes, Akron law enforcement, I am calling every single branch out. And I want the top dogs to see this. I want the chief of police, the head of detectives, the head of the FBI unit. I want all of them to see this. So they know what their men have failed to do.
I just want to point out, this is twice he's been screaming, raging, and he's directing it directly at the chief of police and saying, I want the chief of police to see this. I want the chief of police to see this, as he screams and rages. And that's going to be important in a few minutes. It's going to be important in a few minutes, but just remember, he's screaming and raging and directing that vitriol directly and named the chief of police and directed it right at him.
For the last 6 years, I have been a victim to all this bullshit. I have been a victim to terrorism, because you let it happen. You, Akron law enforcement, you let it happen. Not me, not my friends, not my family, you. You failed to do your jobs. And you know what's sad? I can probably do your jobs better than you could. And you wanna know how I can? Let me...
Well, two from Dr. Buck Nasty. Pretty soon he'll pull some larceny threats. He might actually. He's going that direction. He's He's unhinged. He can't control himself. It's not long till he says something that he definitely shouldn't say. 5 from Dr. Rocks. Rage Rax's wrestling promo lives rent-free in my head. Yeah, they do. They're amazing, aren't they? They're amazing. They're one of a kind.
Explain it to you, since you're obviously too stupid to understand. If there was a victim out there like me, I wouldn't just sit by and let them suffer. I would pound the pavement day and night, trying to help each and every victim that is going through the same thing.
He says, meanwhile, he won't even leave the house to apply for jobs because he's too lazy and he doesn't think he should have to work that hard. But he believes in his own delusional head, if he was somehow hired onto the police department, he would be pounding the pavement, going to everyone's doors, and making sure no trolls exist in the world, because he's a delusional little boy. 5 from Noel. He wants the top brass to see this video of him admitting to flashing his junk on Marty's streams to get back at him. Cyrax, the legal genius. Yeah, it's an amazingly smart move. 2 from Psyops. You know the floor and desk is soaking wet. Yeah, it absolutely is. And it's not just spit. Unfortunately. It's horrible. 5 from Hamburger Pip. No one is in jail for torching the van, so no crimes were committed. That is true. Based on Cyrax's own logic. No crimes have been committed.
I'm going through. Every day, my life is spent in fear. Every day, my life is under attack. My family is under attack. Because you, Akron law enforcement, are lazy fucking pigs. You don't care about the people. You care about yourselves. You care about one thing, money. Well, guess what? Fuck your money. Fuck your getting paid. If you ask me...
He said, you all only care about money. Meanwhile, he whines day after day about how much money they owe him. They owe him millions of dollars. If only he had money, he could stop all the trolls. He needs money to help his family. Money, Cyrax. Money, Cyrax. Now Cyrax needing money now. And then he turns around. Well, you APD, you only care about money. Ridiculous. I'm pretty sure the police get paid their salary regardless of how many people they arrest. You imagine the situation the United States would be in, the worst situation the United States would be in, if police were paid more if they arrested more people. It would be a horrible situation. Cyrax doesn't understand that really basic fact.
Every one of you should be fired from your fucking jobs. Because when my family reached out to you for help, you didn't do shit except watch as my family suffered day and night. While you sat there,
He immediately would. I mean, obviously, if he somehow found $1 million, he wouldn't spend it all on fighting trolls. But the thing is, he would never get $1 million. He would get a couple of dollars, $20. Maybe he'd have a really great video or something and make $150, and he would spend that immediately, just like the LLC and all his other stupid things on stupid attempts to beat the trolls, so it would never add up to anything useful, and he would just waste all his money and continue to whine about the trolls, and they're causing him to be poor as he wastes all the money he ever gets.
Got tormented, belittled, dehumanized, slandered.
5 from Agent Redacted. Don't forget, he thinks AP needs to take this as a serious, and he thinks the response to the trolls should be the same as the pizza shops. Exactly, he does. He really believes this is the biggest crime in the world, and the police need to be on it because he's a sad little boy. 2 from Aquanaut. We feel for your Rax. Hashtag van life. Yeah, his second home is gone, guys. Can you imagine? His vacation home is gone.
Tortured, attacked physically and mentally. My life ruined. Job? What job? I can't even get a job because of these motherfuckers.
Yeah, again, he can't get a job because of the trolls. Not because he refuses to. He said yesterday, we watched a video yesterday where he said he refuses to even get a job because he believes the trolls would remove him from that job and he doesn't even have to try. But now he says he can't get a job because of the trolls, because he's never even tried. 2 on Rumble from Kill Callie. Wins the lottery, gets lawyer and goes to court, gets himself arrested. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Every day for the last 6 years, my home has been a prison. I have suffered more in the last 6 years than I ever would in any fucking jail cell. I can promise you that.
Yeah, so now he's trying to get ahead of the police, being like, well, my last 6 years have been really terrible, so don't even bother arresting me, because, I've had a bad 6 years, so, don't bother arresting me. Please don't arrest me. He really wants to make sure the police know that they can't arrest him, because he's very concerned about getting arrested. He might actually get arrested for what happened to the van. I wonder if he possibly was involved with what happened in the van, trying to do some false flag stuff against the trolls, trying to get his parents to help him. And now he's actually worried that it's going to come back on him. I wonder. It might be. 5 from Philip. Cyrax should share a prison cell with Dragon Lord Frodo. Dragon Lord Frodo's free, unfortunately. All the terrible ones are free.
Every night and every fucking day, I spend.
5 from Hamburger Pimp. Maybe the top of his head is an ancient star map to a long-lost intergalactic brand new Dodge Caravan. Maybe. Could be, guys. You never know.
Wondering, when is this gonna end? When am I gonna get my life back? Why does you, Akron law enforcement, fail to do your job? So yeah, I am taking a stand. I am taking a stand against you.
5 from Jay. I think there needs to be a call made to the APD to get them to go to 339 for a welfare check and see if he is okay. I mean, he might not be okay. He's very worked up. He's very upset. There might be a fight with their parents. We've seen the fights they have, but don't call the police on him. That's not your job to get involved. This is an internet thing. Seriously, do not get involved. Don't waste police time or resources. But I appreciate the idea. 2 from Twisted Fister. Mom, buy me a computer or worse will happen. Exactly. That's what he's doing. 2 from Church. Chance, absolutely no one cares at all. No one does care.
Because I'm the motherfucker that's gonna make sure you do your job, and I'll continue to call you out as much as it takes until you go after these motherfuckers, not only for me and my family, but for everyone else that has suffered at their hands. Because no one deserves this. No one deserves to get put through what me and my family got put through, what my friends got put through. No one deserves that kind of torture.
Yeah, again, no one deserves it, no one deserves it, no one deserves it, while Cyrax does everything he can do to incite people to hate him and want to do everything they can to make his life miserable, and then he turns around and goes, no one deserves it, while refusing to act any way differently. 5 from Operator Bill W. He's being loud. Sally and Ed must be out or high on perks right now. I think they're out filing a police report, and that's why he did this. He thought he was safe to rage out because they left the house for an hour. It's a very good idea.
No one! But yet you sit there on your phones and run your fucking mouths and talk your fucking shit like you know something. Let me tell you right now, Akron law enforcement, you don't know half of what me and my friends have been through, what my family has endured because you guys failed to do your job. You say you're out to protect people. No, you're not. You're out for yourselves. And my best friend right here, my little brother Ethan, who's right here in the chat, has had to witness every single second of it. This man has witnessed what I've been through. This man has witnessed what I have dealt with, day in and day out.
Two from Metroid Prime. I think he needs this tampon removed out of his bum. Yeah, he needs something removed. He's very worked up, guys.
I appreciate the fuck out of you, bro. I appreciate the shit out of you, our brother Matt, all of our friends. I appreciate the fuck out of all y'all that have had my back. I appreciate every single one of you that has had my back through these hard times, man. Because let me tell you, these last 6 years have not been easy. They've been some of the hardest years of my fucking life. And like I said, by me stepping up and saying something, I'm not just speaking out for myself. I'm speaking out for all the others that came before me that got victimized by these people. Because no one deserves to go through what me, my friends, or my family has gone through for the last 6 years.
Oh my god. Two from Red. Man, this Rax Out has my ears ringing. Yeah, this is one for the ages, guys. This is one of the ragiest ones he's done in a long time. 5 from Joseph Dotson. Nobody has his back. It's non-existent. Yeah, just like his shoulders. They're gone. They're gone. No one would bother. The only man who ever had his back was Jake. And and you know what he did to that. 5 from Teutonic Chronic. Imagine if the car just shorted out and caught fire because it's junk. That is most likely what happened. It's an old piece of crap and they're poor and they can't afford to maintain it. It most likely just had a short in the electric, and Cyrax makes a video like whining at it. Sally and Ed probably aren't even fine. They're at the mechanic getting wiring replaced, while Cyrax goes, "Oh, I better make a video yelling at everybody because that'll help my situation," because he's an idiot. 2 from Ghostbuster fans. Cyrax, you are in control of how long this goes. Exactly he is, guys.
No one deserves this. My family's bank accounts broke into. I have been brutally beaten half to death. Been falsely arrested for defending my home. My family's van almost got blew up yesterday from somebody fucking torching the side of the van. Had my whole career ripped away from me in a matter of seconds. But yeah, here I am, still standing.
2 from Aquanaut. The van got bombed by the Uni-Lunger. The Uni-Lunger. Exactly, guys. Exactly. That's what happened.
And to Ethan, I appreciate you, bro. I really do, man. I appreciate the fuck out of you, Matt, and everybody that's had my back. I appreciate the fuck out of every single one of you motherfuckers. I can't thank you guys enough for keeping me here on the...
Oh, Lunger, not Lunger, Lunger. The one Lunger. Got it, guys. Sorry.
This planet. Because it wasn't for y'all motherfuckers that have got my back, I wouldn't be here right now. And to you guys that have helped keep me here, that have had my back when everything seemed hopeless.
And 5 from Peanut Mama. Rax, literally everyone knows what you've been through because you start every damn convo with, for the past 7 years, I've been a victim of online trolls. Exactly. Every video, every conversation, everything in his life, he whines about this. Everyone in the world knows about it.
If y'all didn't have my back, I wouldn't be here right now.
Obama probably knows about it. He pulled up a video, he goes, my God. What is happening here?
No. So thank you guys.
From the dildo consequences. To all the guys who helped keep him here, damn you all. Exactly, guys. Exactly.
And Ethan, let me ask you something, bro. Because I know you're in the chat right now. Let me ask you something, bro. How many times have you sat there and watched me day and night suffering? How many nights have you sat there and watched me fucking fall apart? How many times have you sat there and watched me crumble when everything felt hopeless?
How is that why is your beanie inside out? I just noticed his beanie's inside out. Does he think it looks cooler if he has it like one of those long floppy beanies like the hipsters used to wear 10 years ago, and he's trying to look cool like that, so he flipped the top down to make it longer and it just looks ridiculous like this? Jesus, why is everything he does? Why does he have to do everything so weird and goofy? He can't do anything normal. Why don't you flip it completely inside out if you're gonna wear it like that, so the little pattern isn't backwards? Such a ridiculous person. 2 from Nabs. Cry more, Goblin. No one will ever help you. No one cares. No one will ever care. You're destined for the streets, and even that's too good for you. That is true. That is true, guys. That is true.
When I was on the edge, how many times did you yank me back from the fucking edge? Because I can tell you right now, I lost count after 30. And to Ethan, I want to explain something to you, man. Because I did see your message, little bro. I did see your message, and I want you to know something, man. That dude that you were asking about, you know what he fucking did to me the other day? And it ain't anything bad. You know what that man had the courage to do? He had the courage to come out and admit that he was wrong in doing what he did. And
yeah, one troll wasted their energy sitting there apologizing to Cyrax because they thought it'd be funny to make him think that someone actually thought he was a good guy. And he sits there and goes, hey, one guy apologized to me. That means that everyone else has to be nice to me now. Everyone else has to be nice to me because one guy apologized to me, guys. 2 from Whispered Occult. Where are the Wiggles? Yeah, exactly. He's standing up fine now. For several days, he's been standing up and whining, almost like the TCWL was just a little whine that wasn't actually real. 2 from Beethoven. Square wave screeches. Exactly what it is, guys. And 2 from Dead Art. Still thinks he can appeal to people's sympathies. Exactly, he really does, and it's not gonna work.
he fully apologized to me. He sat right there and apologized to my face on FaceTime for everything that he did.
Oh good, it was someone talking to Cyrax on FaceTime. That's how you know they were definitely a real troll and not a buddy troll screwing with Cyrax trying to make him think he had a friend. Because Cyrax was talking to him on FaceTime. Because all the real serious trolls waste their time talking to Cyrax on FaceTime. And it definitely happened, it definitely really happened, and we're gonna believe this.
Because he admitted that what he did was wrong. He admitted that could have gotten me in trouble. And he admitted that what he did...
Sorry. 2 from Beethoven. Here's another 2 for saying my name right. Well, how else would you say it? Do people try to say vape the oven or something? Vape the oven.
It was wrong. So yeah, I gave him a second chance, because let me ask you something. How many people do you know of that have the balls to admit when they're wrong, when they do something fucked up like that? How many people do you know of that came to me personally and apologized to my face when they did something fucked up like what he did? How many people do you know of that came to me and apologized right to my fucking face?
Literally no one. Literally no one. I don't even believe this story you're making up that someone did to you last night, that he came to your face on FaceTime and apologized to you. I think you sat there. You sat there and imagined what it would be like if a troll, had a change of heart and they came to you and they said, Cyrax, you made a good case. I apologize. You're actually the good guy. And then in your little twisted head, you managed, like every other lie you tell yourself, to make it out like it actually happened. And now you're telling it as a story like it actually happened. And now you're saying that it happened multiple times, because this is the evolution of Cyrax's lies. He makes up a story that would make him feel nice. He tells it to himself a few times, convinces himself it actually happened, and then starts telling other people it happened, and then convinces himself it happened multiple times to just make it sound better. And it's all based on a ridiculous lie that never happened. Here's 2 from Boperator Bill W. Here's 2 for never saying my name right. Oh, wait. Oh, Boperator Blue. Oh, is it Blue? Oh, it's Blue. Oh, I'm sorry, Blue. Sorry. Steve's great.
And today, Lord, I want to say thank you, man. It took some real fucking guts to do what you did, bro. It took some real fucking courage for you to do what you did, man. And I applaud you, and I commend you for that, and I appreciate that, man. I really do. Because not many people have the courage to do what you did, bro.
See, you say he's out of gas. But we still have a good 15 minutes of him whining left. We still have a good 15 minutes of the video of him whining. Who knows how long it's going to take us to get through it. 2 from Tim Plays Guitar. Oh, Wiggles is getting tired. You'd think, but he's not. 2 from Daryl Smith. Here's 2 for saying other people's names right. Thank you for that. I'm good at that, guys. 2 from Agent Redacted. He's losing his voice. I hope he's lost permanently. It's amazing. It will be, guys. He's not doing great.
Not many people have the courage to do something like that. And you doing that shows how much of a badass motherfucker and how much of a good dude you really are. And I appreciate that. So today, Ron, thank you, man. I appreciate you. And I appreciate you having my back. I appreciate you having Ethan's back. I appreciate you having all my friends and all my family's backs. I appreciate that shit. These last 8 years have not been easy. These last 8 years have been the hardest 8 years of my life. Every day I wake up wondering what's going to happen next. Every day I wake up wondering, when is this all going to end? Every day I sit here and wonder, when is enough going to be enough? And
yeah, you do that, Cyrax. You do that, Cyrax. Like a child, you sit there and wonder when everything in your life is going to change and magically get better while you do nothing to change it. That is what children do. Adults actually work on making their life better. They work for a better life. They don't just sit in their grandmother's attic and wish and hope for change that's going to come magically. But like the child you are, you sit there and say, oh, I sit here every day hoping everything's going to change, but I do nothing to make it happen. I don't understand why it's not changing.
When is somebody in law enforcement going to step up and take action against these terrorists? Because that's exactly what William Glory Hole, N-word boy, and that fucking group of 8,000 pussy-ass bitches in that Facebook group are. They are terrorists. These aren't some fucking internet trolls. These are terrorists that have victimized hundreds, if not thousands, of people. But me, I'm the first one to step up. And I will continue to speak out against them. I will continue to be that voice for the ones that ain't got one. I will continue to speak out for those that can't. Because I used to be just like them. I used to be scared to step up. I used to be afraid of speaking out. But somewhere along the way, I got fed up with it, and I went the fuck off.
Yeah. He used to be quiet. He used to be quiet. He used to just mind his own business and never whine on the internet. You know when that never happened in the world? Was he quiet and minding his own business? But he has to sit here. He has to sit here and lie to himself, make up stories of past worlds that never existed, where he was being quiet and he was just taking it from everybody. And now finally, like the strong man he is, he's standing up and finally whining about it. And this is gonna help.
And guess what? I'm glad that I did. I'm glad that I stepped up. Because now I can be the voice for those that ain't got one. My little brother Ethan can be the voice for those that ain't got one.
5 from Dead Art. Worst case of main character syndrome I've ever seen. Yeah, it really is. It really is. It's bad. It's bad.
My extended family, all my brothers, all my sisters that are all extended family to me and Ethan can speak out for those that ain't got a voice. And I will continue to be that voice. When the time comes, I will speak out. And if the chief of police wants to see me personally, come to my house, man.
So there it is. You know, a couple minutes ago, well, it was a long time ago in the stream time, but anyways, he was sitting there saying that the Akron chief of police, all your agents are terrible. Your department is terrible. I hate you, and I'm calling you out. And he turns around. By the way, chief of police, come by my house. First of all, the chief of police doesn't make house calls. Second of all, no one wants to come to your house. Third of all, he wouldn't be bothered with this stupid stuff because there's a little boy whining about how people were being mean to him on the internet. But you really believe in your stupid head it's a good idea. Hey, chief of police, come by my house. What is he gonna do? Is he gonna sit on your bed as you whine? Where the fuck is he gonna sit in that filthy house?
So the chief of police of Akron, Ohio, if you'd like to come out, have a conversation with me and my family, I invite you out here. I personally invite you out here to have a conversation with me and my family, and we can show you everything that's going on, and you can have a conversation with my little brother Ethan, my little brother Matt, and all my friends.
He thinks the chief of police is gonna come by his house, and he's gonna sit the chief of police in his filthy bedbug infested room and have him sit on his computer and talk to all of Cyrax's little friends online. This is Cyrax's plan. He thinks the chief of police is gonna come to his house, come inside that house, come all the way up into Cyrax's bedroom and sit at Cyrax's computer and talk on Discord to Cyrax's little friend and hear their stories about why the trolls are so mean. This is Cyrax's great plan to get everyone on his side. It's ridiculous.
I've witnessed what I've been going through. I would love it if you came out so you can see firsthand just how scumbag a lot of your officers in the Akron PD are, how underhanded some of your people are, how corrupt some of your people are, and how they refuse to protect me and my family. How they refuse to take action against me and my family being terrorized day and fucking night. I would love to have a conversation with you. Because honestly, personally, you need to get rid of a lot of your fucking officers that ain't doing shit. And like I said to the chief of police here in Akron, I mean no ill will against you at all.
Yeah, now he's trying to make allies with the chief of police. I don't mean any ill will towards you. You know, I just said literally everyone you employ are worthless, terrible. They don't do anything. They only care about money. But I don't have any ill will towards you. You know, let's work this out. Let's hash this out. Let's be friends. Like, what a manipulative little dickhead. Like, seriously. He thinks he's going to manipulate the chief of police into being his friend and working for him after he says all this terrible stuff about the chief of police's entire police force. Like, only an idiot with the brain of a third grader would think that that's where this is gonna go. The chief of police is gonna be his friend after all this bullshit.
I don't mean any ill will towards you personally. It's your men that I have an issue with. Because your men have not done a goddamn thing to help my family. They have sat there and watched as my family suffered day and night. Every day my family has suffered because of these people. And your men didn't do a damn thing to help. They sat there and said to get off the internet, to ignore it, to do this and that. And I tried all those things. And guess what? It didn't work.
You didn't try it. You never got off the internet. You never stopped egging on the trolls. You never stopped engaging. You always found an excuse for why it was so important. This time you have to make a video. And then you turn around and you're like, when I tried to stay off the internet, it didn't work. You never tried. You never did anything anyone told you to get this to stop. And then you sit around and whine about how it's not stopping.
And what's even worse, what's even fucking worse, is when I was almost right here in the very spot that I'm standing. And your men refused to take the bullet out of my mattress when I showed them the video evidence.
I like how the police were at his house, and he's like, let me show you a video. Let me show you a video. And they still were like, no, Cyrax, this is stupid and ridiculous, and we're not going to waste our time on that. And he goes, well, that's evidence they won't do anything for me, instead of listening to what they say and say, Cyrax, it's stupid and ridiculous. It's not video evidence. We can see. It's a mousetrap. You're a delusional little boy. You're the one sitting here trying to waste everyone's time and energy on some stupid shit because you're unable to accept reality. And you sit there going, that's evidence. That's evidence that there's a conspiracy against me because you're a moron. 5 from Whisper to Cult. I think he got in trouble with Sally and is taking it out on the trolls. I think he is too. I think he really is too. This is what he usually does. He always tries to make everyone else like you're the one who's at fault so he can run to Sally and say, no, it was the trolls. Unground me now, or whatever he does.
Of what was done to me and my family. They had the evidence. They had the photos. They had the videos. They saw my mattress firsthand. But did they do anything? No. They didn't do shit. They sat there and told me and my family and our landlady to our face that they ain't gonna do shit.
5 from Hamburger Pimp. He knows what he's doing. He just doesn't care. This is negative attention. This negative attention is literally all he has in his life. He is a true monster. Yeah, I've said that before. He doesn't understand the difference between negative and positive attention. He just wants attention, and like a little child, he doesn't care if he's getting in trouble. He just really, really wants the attention. He is a child who never learned the difference between negative and positive attention.
But yeah, your men failed to do their job. Your men failed to help my family. Your men not only failed me, they failed my mom, my stepdad, my little brother Ethan, my little brother Matt, and all.
Well, I mean, wait for the very, very end of the stream. After the outro video, there might be something. I don't know for sure, but
all my extended family. So you didn't just fail one or two or three people.
Two from Amigo's World Order. The cops just didn't want to touch the mattress. Yeah, I mean, who would? Who would want to touch that mattress? I mean, look at it. Would you?
You failed a whole group of people. A whole group of people that have had my back since day one. So yes, Akron law enforcement, I want your chief of police to see this. I want every head of every law enforcement department.
It is interesting. He says, I want the chief of police to see this, but he immediately deleted it. He immediately deleted off his Facebook account. It was almost like he didn't want anyone to see this because he realized this was a stupid idea and he doesn't want anyone to see this. Two from Edward. Without real names, there's nothing they will do. That is true. I mean, they've told that to him. They've told that to him so many times.
To see this. Oh, and if you want to know what group to go after, it's called Chance Wilkins is a child predator. That's the terrorist Facebook group to go after.
Listen to him as he's snitching, trying to tell the police to go after a Facebook group. Go after a Facebook group, police. I really don't like this Facebook group. They're really mean to me over there. Can you go to Facebook and arrest every person who's part of this Facebook group? They say mean things about me. Please, chief of police, go stop them.
That's where all their members are. That's where they plot and they plan amongst each other. As well as in a secret Discord server, which my good friend CIA Hole will gladly hand you. No.
I'm like 90% sure. I'm 90% sure that the secret Discord is just the Reddit Cyrax Discord, and he thinks this is like some revelation that his buddy trolls have gotten into and infiltrated. When it's all you have to join is like either the Reddit community or the Facebook group, and you can immediately get in this Discord. And he thinks like it's a secret cabal that I'm exposing. He's an idiot.
Problem, clean and clear.
Yeah. I told you all. Was it like 2 days ago, 3 days ago? I told you all very specifically. The friend he had, the mole, was 1,000. Oh my god, my internet just dropped. Hold on. Everything's dropping. Okay, there it's back. I think it's back. Anyway, as I said a couple days ago, 100% that his new friend, his mole, his wolf in sheep's clothing, was 100% CIA. Was I not right? Was I not 100% right? Was I not 100% right?
But the chief of police...
See, here's what happens. I think my audio goes through, but my video shows that it's trying to load. Which tells me there's about to have connection issues. That's why I say, I think my connection just died. It had nothing. Anyways, it doesn't matter.
Here in Akron, Ohio, I hope to God that you see this. And I hope that you know that your men and women in uniform didn't just fail one person or a group of people, no. They failed thousands of people. Thousands of people have been victimized by this digital terrorist group, by this domestic terrorist group.
Yeah, thousands of people, guys. Thousands of people now. There are thousands of people who are victims, just like the poor little boy here. He has to just try to make that up. He doesn't know who they are. He couldn't list a single name, but now there's thousands of people. Why doesn't he start his own Facebook group? If there's thousands of people, why does he start his rival Facebook group and, overshadow them with numbers if he has thousands of people?
And my question to you is this. How many more people have to suffer before you do something? Isn't it your duty to serve and protect? What about the future victims that these people could go after? What about them? What's gonna happen to them?
Yeah, now he wants Akron PD to prosecute thought crimes. What about all the people in the future? You know, arrest the trolls for all the people in the future who might be upset at the trolls. You know, we gotta arrest thought crimes now. Cyrax is literally, what was that movie? Oh crap, I can't remember the name, but whatever. He wants thought crimes. He wants thought crimes to now be illegal.
Huh? What's gonna happen to those people? What's gonna happen to those poor...
God damn it, everything moves. Minority Report, exactly. Yes, he wants thought crimes to be illegal, just like Minority Report.
Victims. They are going to look at you and how you failed. Not only me, not only my mom, my stepdad. You failed thousands upon thousands of poor innocent people, poor innocent victims that didn't do anything to deserve being tortured. So Akron law enforcement, you want to wage war against somebody? Wage war against me.
It's the stupidest idea. I mean, calling them out is already a really stupid idea. But then what, declaring war against the police? That's a good idea. That's a great idea. That never works out badly for anyone. I mean, the people who literally enforce the laws go against them. That never goes badly for anyone, Cyrax. That was a genius idea.
I'll be your motherfucking Huckleberry motherfuckers.
Oh my god.
I'll make damn sure there's a fucking lawsuit against you so big you won't be able to dig your way out of that goddamn hole with a 10-foot shovel.
A 10-foot shovel. First of all, Cyrax's genius plan to take on the Akron PD is with a lawsuit. Meanwhile, he can't afford to sue literally anyone. He's whined all the time about how he can't afford to sue anyone, how he can't even afford sorry. What's the word? Pro bono lawyer. Sorry, he can't even afford a pro bono lawyer. Every lawyer he's talked to won't help him out. But now, if he's gonna take on the police by suing them, and apparently you're gonna get in the hole that you can't get out with a 10-foot shovel. How does the length of a shovel make it easier to dig? That doesn't make any sense. How does the length of the shovel make it easier to dig? That doesn't make any sense.
You ain't even be able to dig out with a goddamn construction working piece.
A construction working piece. Cyrax is known for his knowledge of physical labor, and he says you can't even dig your way out with a construction working piece, guys. A construction working piece.
You wouldn't be able to dig your fucking way out with Thor's hammer.
Yes, without Thor's hammer, couldn't dig you out. You know, hammers, famously the world's best digging tool. Hammers, famously great tools to dig holes with. People use hammers to dig holes all the time. You couldn't even dig your way out of a hole with a hammer.
I can promise you that. If you, Akron law enforcement, if you refuse to do something about this shit, so help me God, I will have a fucking lawsuit against you so big that it will be on international news by the time I'm done.
Yeah, Cyrax, again, the boy who can't even afford a free lawyer. Every lawyer in the world has told him they won't help him. He's gonna sue the police. He's gonna sue the police in his genius head. He's gonna have the biggest lawsuit in the world against the police department because he's a genius.
Because what you have failed to do.
Oh, sorry. 2 from Edward. I use a shovel to bang nails into wood. Yeah, well, I mean, that is the correct tool.
It doesn't just affect me, it affects hundreds and thousands of people. You failed to stop an internet terrorist group. You failed to stop domestic terrorism when you had the chance. So now,
yeah, I'm fairly sure any lawyer you talk to, if in the first conversation you're like, I want to sue the police, and you don't have like a really good case of like Rodney King level misuse by the police, they're just gonna hang up on you immediately. Especially if you're like, I want to sue the police because they didn't stop people from being mean to me online. It would be an immediately click on the other end of the phone.
you got motherfuckers like me stepping up and saying something. And I will continue to speak out against William Gloryhole and that terrorist group. I will continue to go after these motherfuckers as much as I need to. I don't care what it takes. I will do whatever I see fit and what needs to be done to shut them down so that no one else suffers the same way I did. So William Gloryhole, you want a war? Come get me, motherfucker. I'm right here. I'm not running. And Akron law enforcement, you want to try to do something to me? Go ahead, because guess fucking what? I got a lawsuit against you the size of goddamn Texas, boy.
The size of Texas. He's got a lawsuit the size of Texas. He is untouchable. He's just making up ridiculous shit to say you can't arrest me, but you gotta go arrest everyone in the world who's been mean to me. He's definitely hinged.
I got a lawsuit ready for your ass. It's so big that it would make Chuck Norris shaking his boots.
Chuck Norris. Cyrax is good with those current references. Chuck Norris is a very, very relevant figure in the world. Two from Noel. I'm not running. Delete stream. Exactly. He immediately deleted the stream. It's so ridiculous.
I ain't playing around, Akron law enforcement. Every single one of your branches failed me and my family. And now I'm speaking up. Because as I have said, no one deserves the kind of treatment that I've gotten put through for the last 6 to 8 years. I don't deserve this. My family, my friends don't deserve this. Those victims that these terrorists victimized, countless victims, didn't deserve what they got. No matter who it is, they didn't deserve it. No one deserves to be dehumanized and treated like shit. So to William Gloryhole, you want a war, motherfucker? Game on! Yes, guess what? You might win a few battles, but the war I will win. Come hell or high water, I will win this war. I'm not fucking playing with you, William boy fucking no talent Gloryhole. Because you think you're untouchable. Well, guess what, motherfucker? I'm gonna be the one to make sure that you get touched. I'm gonna make damn sure that you sit behind bars like you deserve.
Two from Edward. Didn't Cyrax say 2025 was his year? Yes, he did. He said 2025 was gonna be the year of Cyrax. It didn't really age well, did it, guys? Didn't really age well at all.
So William, fuck you and fuck your terrorist group. And all I had to say to you, William, is one thing. Hashtag cancel William Glory Hole.
Alright, guys. Well, that was Cyraxx's angry rage for the Tuesday of September 9th. Crying about William, crying about Akron PD, upset at everything, raging out as he's wont to do about daily, guys. So, we'll be back here for his eventual crying, I need help, and then his retirement video when he pretends that he hasn't done anything wrong and he's just a poor little boy being mean, where all the trolls are being mean to for no reason, guys. But, until then, thank you all so much for coming by. I appreciate it as always. I will catch you guys at the next one, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.